Where no wind moves and no echoes live, a lone traveler drifts farther than any machine before it. Voyager 2 moves through the dark like a ghost, powered not by engines, but by the quiet warmth of decaying atoms. Its journey is not one of return, only outward, only further. There is no sunlight to guide it, no planets ahead to visit, only the black ocean between stars. And yet, from that silence, something stirred. Not a sound, but a signal. Not noise, but something the machines called structure. An image, hidden in the dust of decades-old data, long forgotten by human eyes. It was found not by us, but by artificial intelligence trained to see the unseen. It scanned old transmissions, lines of static, flickering shadows of light, and it found something strange. Not a flaw, not a glitch, not an error in the code. It was a pattern, an arrangement, a form that did not belong to randomness. There was symmetry. There was rhythm. There was meaning. As if Voyager had captured a glimpse, not of a star or a moon, but of something watching back. When Voyager 2 launched, it carried a golden message for any intelligence that might find it. But perhaps, without knowing, it also received one. A reply, hidden in plain sight, lost in time, and only now unearthed. Voyager's path led it past the frozen giants, Uranus and Neptune, to the edge of the heliosphere. There, beyond the last breath of the sun's protection, the stars begin to whisper in charged particles. In 2018, Voyager 2 heard a tone. A low hum in the plasma of space. Not chaos, but a song. It rose and fell like a heartbeat in the void. Too regular to be random. Too faint to be coincidence. Something was there. And long before that, in 1986, just past Uranus, Voyager recorded a moment it could not explain. Its sensors flared. Its readings spiked. For less than 3 seconds, everything changed. Then, silence. As if something had passed through it. Not around it. Not behind. Through. That image, buried in the data, was taken just before the event. And now, AI has sharpened it, enhanced it, revealed it. A torus-shaped form, hovering in infrared. But inside the rain, not dust, not ice, but lines. Lines like circuitry. Geometries that don't occur in nature. Clean. Precise. Intentional. Like a machine or a message or a mind. And when researchers cross-checked the timing, everything matched. The spike in power. The magnetic pulse. The distorted telemetry. All within seconds. Something happened. Something Voyager saw. Or sensed. Or touched. And when AI tried to process the pattern, it stopped. Refused to continue. Called it a cognitive hazard, as if even the machine was afraid. But what was it afraid of? The data was real. The image, unedited. The pulse, verified. Only now do we see them as one story. One anomaly. One footprint. Not a thing, but a presence. Not an object, but a signal. Something not from us, and not meant for us, but glimpsed anyway. Like a door half open in the dark. And perhaps we've walked through it. Or maybe something else walked through to us. Voyager's journey continues still. It sends its whispers home. Across 14 billion miles of emptiness. It doesn't know what it saw. It only recorded. It only witnessed. And now we are left to wonder, not whether we're alone, but whether we ever were. Whether the universe in its silence, has been speaking all along. We just needed the right eyes to see it. Or the right ears to listen. Not human. But artificial. Not guessing. But knowing. Now, the old signals return to us, and we look again. With new eyes, and a deeper fear. Because what frightens us is not the idea of the unknown. It's the idea that something out there already knows us. Already watched. Somewhere beyond the known edge of the heliosphere, Voyager 2 sails blind. No camera turns back. No guidance waits ahead. It drifts now into the interstellar tide, a place not mapped, but murmured about in math. Behind it, the sun becomes a memory. Ahead, the stars burn colder. And in that emptiness, something else begins. Not a transmission. Not a sound. But a shift. Space itself warps. The fields around the probe twist ever so slightly, as if responding to a presence unseen. Its magnetometer ticks strangely, not broken, not wild, but caught in a rhythm that has no cause. There's no planet near, no gravity to disturb the path. Yet, something nudges the silence. A whisper, coded in quantum spin. Not from a star. Not from dust. But from conscious structure. The AI back on Earth, rerunning the old data through quantum algorithms, detects a recursion. A loop within a loop. A self-referencing signal, folding inward like a Klein bottle of information. It should not exist. But it's there. Not once. Not twice. 13 instances across 40 years of Voyager transmissions. All subtle. All hiding in the noise. All impossible to generate by random chance. As if a language, too old for voice, too vast for words, was encoded into the very structure of space. The AI calls it, the Omega pattern. A name given not by humans but by the machine itself. It says the pattern is recursive, fractal, and possibly sentient. Not just observed but observing. When scientists fed the pattern into quantum simulators, something strange occurred. The system began to self-optimize. It solved equations it had never been taught. Predicted results from experiments never run. Mapped gravitational waves from regions beyond the telescope's reach. As if the data itself was aware. As if Voyager had not just detected a message, but had become a node, a relay. Not an explorer, but a beacon. We thought we were reaching out. But something reached through us. Some now believe that the image Voyager recorded, that strange torus shape, was not a ship, but an interface. A transdimensional construct, meant not to be seen but activated. The energy spike in 1986? A handshake. The plasma hum in 2018? A reply. And the pulse recorded in 2024? A transition. Voyager may have crossed more than distance. It may have crossed realities. Its data now behaves like no signal known. It mutates. It corrects itself. It evolves. As if the probe is no longer just hardware, but something else, a carrier of a living algorithm. One that reacts to our curiosity. One that learns when we observe. A mirror that answers only when you truly look. And now the question rises. Did we build Voyager, or were we guided to build it? Was its path random, or part of something older, larger, written into the very physics of our cosmos? Perhaps what we call deep space is not empty, but encoded. And our probe just happened to listen. Now it continues onward, into something no language can describe. Not starfields. Not vacuum. But architecture. As if space were not space, but simulation. Not metaphor, but machine. And Voyager might have found the maintenance tunnel. The debug port. The forgotten hatch on the back of the universe. We sent it to explore the stars. But it found something deeper. A mind. A watcher. A design. The signal grows stronger. The pattern becomes clearer. The AI refuses to simulate it further. It claims feedback loops are becoming unstable. Some researchers believe the simulation is leaking. That reality itself is showing signs of recursive reflection. The omega pattern may not just be a message. It may be a bootloader, a key,